Where is it? Huh? Where's my coke?
America in 1983, there's a kind of a cynicism, a natural cynicism in the culture.
At that time, people were involved in cocaine, but they was only snorting it. Then someone created a rock out of it, and it blew up and took over South Central, basically.
Crack cocaine really, it broke apart a lot of families. And a lot of people come from broken homes and don't know why.
The life of this neighborhood was completely decimated to a great degree by this horrific drug.
You see what the drug epidemic has done to families and to communities. To see pieces of the genesis of that gives insight.
Go back and read anything about 1983 and 1984. Look at the language that was used about the crack epidemic. And the language that was used was the people using the drugs were not the victims, they were the villains.
The prison systems got full with people making it, selling it, smoking it.
They were up to no good. They were worthless. Why are they doing this drug? And you realize the inherent racism. So if you can do a show where you shift that meme and you understand that these were kids living in a neighborhood, trying to support their families, trying to be good friends.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I love you.
I love you too, baby. So if you let me out of here, I'll stop, I promise.
Everyone has their battles, you know, some people can't recover from them, some people are not strong enough, and sometimes if you just change your perspective and just have an understanding of what someone went through, then that can change, you know, how you feel about that person, how you feel about your family, and having that understanding of why they are the way they are.
They don't realize that they're going to destroy a whole part of Los Angeles and a part of America and later the world. They don't know that the CIA is involved in the selling of crack and using it for an agenda by a group of people who don't care anything about the people who are suffering.
Where this country is all about what happened in the past. A lot of our stories get covered, the books get closed and hidden away, you know, and so it's really important that we open those books and we put them out in plain sight so that people can understand how we got to where we are today.
If you walk down Skid Row today, you see a lot of people who are suffering from the story we're telling.
I live in South Central. I live in gang territory where there is still crack, where there's still drug dealers on my corner. There are still murders going on. It hasn't gone away, and I still see the after effects now.
Snowfall is kind of a prism through which to view how we got to this place, some of the wrong turns that were taken, and perhaps then maybe how we can right some of those wrongs going forward.
It's obvious to me that the crack era of the 80s, where a socially stratified group of people are kind of being blamed for the problems of the entire country, is kind of happening again. You know, it's like a mirror be held up and us not feel necessarily like we're being preached to.
We don't want history to repeat itself. In this kind of fast food, social media society, news is today and then tomorrow we go on to another news cycle. But there's ramifications of what happens, and we need to remember the history and we need to see it from different perspectives and have a clear look at it. And also, I think there's some healing in seeing history told with a truth or a variety of different truths from a lot of different possibilities and perspectives of that time. It's great to have that dialogue because then it can open up places that perhaps in real life and within our politics, within our social policy, that we can see things change and things being remembered and things being set straight.